Happy Thursday!
Happy Thursday!
Ladies and bars, you look amazing. It's your birthday, got a bang in it.
Hey!
Rob with the bangs in it. Hit up the mob and the gang in the man. Book your job, take your change.
Hey!
MJ with the man.
Hey! How y'all doing?
How's everybody?
We had to play some special music this week, right? Come on and get your selfie on, girl.
Hey, come on, selfie.
I'm gonna be like, we live.
We live, baby. Come through.
Yes, come through. We gonna wait for some folks to come in. Listen, we appreciate y'all dealing with us in this summer schedule. You know,
honey,
like different things are starting to pick back up. We're gonna talk about. About that. But
the struggle's real.
The struggle is real.
Though. We appreciate y'all for real.
Y'all have been hanging. Y'all been hanging, and so we definitely appreciate the love. Come on into the space.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Say hello to us. Let us know you're in the building.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Honey, technology don't want us to be great today.
Oh, no. I'm over here sharing it. I'm over here sharing the thing, and Rajita's gone. She gonna be back. She gonna be back.
Yeah, she gonna be back.
It's okay. We're gonna give it a minute, but we're gonna go ahead and share while we're here.
Here we go.
Listen, I just literally got shut out of all of my Instagram, like all of my internet, like everything just shut down. Sorry about that, y'all.
Girl, you
good.
Glad you're back.
She made it back.
The internet took her.
Ciao.
Listen. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday Eve.
Happy Friday Eve.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
How is everybody feeling? Listen, I know this is a little different time for us, but we appreciate that y'all are still coming in the space. And y'all can always check us out on, Apple Podcast, Amazon Play, all that good stuff. So we had another good week for y'all. Good show. Thank y'all for bearing with us. Last week we took a break, but we back. We don't have a special guest today. You just getting the three of us. Ow. But I am so excited to announce today that today is our 50th live episode. Y'all, like, this is our 50th.
Look at us.
The start of the pandemic.
50. Wow.
50.
We've been out here.
We've been out here.
In these streets.
Been consistent like a mug.
Yes.
It's been amazing. And I wrote a post on my Facebook today thanking everybody. We would not have been able to do this without you guys watching, without you guys sharing, listening to us, downloading. And we will be remiss, like Miss Carrie Joy says, we will be remiss if we do not say thank you to every single guest that we've had on our show. Thank y'all so much for coming on, being vulnerable, sharing your stories, just sharing your Black girl magic with the world and with us. We really this podcast has taken us to places that we just never even thought. And so it's so much bigger than us at this point. It's about community. It's about loving on Black women. We are so important. And I'm just so proud to be in a space with my sisters week after week, centering our voices, our beauty, everything. So thank y'all so much for rocking with us.
Yes.
And we just getting started.
Hercules. Big love to our founder.
Listen, here we go.
Okay. The Monique Brooks Roberts. Not for real, sis. Thank you for keeping us, going and making sure like the momentum stays there. Like it's been a beautiful journey doing this with you ladies. I love y'all.
Listen, we love you too. And it has been beautiful. And thank y'all so much. It's just, there's so much more in store for us. And I'm just so excited for the future. Like, what we just started off as like, oh, guys, let's just get online and kiki or, record some episodes kikiing has really just turned into such a beautiful movement. So I'm really grateful to y'all, grateful for this space that we share week after week, and grateful to everybody who comes on. And y'all, we got some really dope guests coming up in the fall. Like, y'all are not going to want to miss these new dynamic women that we're having on the show. So thank y'all. If you watching, y'all already know what to do. Click the share button. Let your family and your friends know that we in the space today. And what are we sipping on?
Listen.
Well, I did want to say, I just thank y'all for keeping me sane during this pandemic, because I'm grateful for y'all. I just wanted to say that it has been a rocky road, and I love y'all, sisters. Thank you for keeping me sane and everybody else sane who watches the show. I'm just so grateful for y'all. So maybe we have 50 million more episodes.
Yes. I love you, sis.
We love you. We kept each other sane.
For real.
Talk.
Big facts. Big facts.
And thank you, Charlie. I just saw Charlie's message. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Charlie.
And girl, Charlie be rocking with us week after week. She's definitely an MVP. So thank you so much. She's So thank you so much, Charlie. So when we sipping on, y'all?
Child, I have some H2O because I have a Zumba class. I have a virtual Zumba class after this, so there will be no alcohol.
For the moment. For the moment. We will be having a little,
Because we about to be celebrating our 50th episode. And we got to get white girl wasted. So I need to hydrate.
After the Zumba class.
After the Zumba class. Nah, man. I got this white peach ginger bubbly. This joint is banging though. So I'm living my best life.
Like, okay.
That sounds delicious.
Explain it. Is it bitter?
No, it's sweet. There's just like a sweetness. You can taste like a little bit of that ginger spice.
Okay,
with like the peach flavor. It's delicious.
I'm gonna have to try that one.
Is it like a mule but like bubbly? That sounds delicious.
I mean, and like without all of the flavor, because it's still water. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it's just like much lighter. I don't know. Y'all just gotta try it. I don't know.
Ginger peach, anything.
Yeah.
So I will try it and report back.
Yes.
Yes. So I was gonna be with Raj with the H2O, but then I realized that my husband bought this bottle of brandy, some Paul Mason.
Okay, brandy.
Ooh.
It's very small because we don't have time. But it's the red berry flavor. I've never tried it, so I'm gonna try it now and let y'all know. Wow.
Yeah?
It's delicious.
Wow.
Yeah? Okay.
It's like that raspberry kind of blueberry kind of flavor. Mm-hmm. And it's smooth. And I did not mix it with anything. Ooh, okay, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
That is good. I'm pre-gaming a little bit before we meet. And I do want to say, ladies, if y'all are watching and when the show is done, y'all can head right on over to Rajlari Fitness and get your Zumba class in.
Yes, thank you.
Black Girl Fit Club.
Black Girl Fit Club all day.
All day, every day. Hell yeah.
Thank y'all.
Hell yeah.
But what y'all sipping on? What you gonna say, Carrie?
Oh, no, I was gonna ask Raj who she's rocking.
Right, because I had to shout it out. We are both wearing beautiful today, so shout out to my boo. Beautiful, y'all. For those of you who have seen like the summer pop-ups and stuff, Beautiful has been in the building. I'm so excited.
Yes.
And it looks like in 2 weeks, Carrie, Beautiful is going to be doing a pop-up on 16th Street.
So, next Saturday, the 14th, going to be on 16th Street Mall. I'm going to be doing a little shinging. Beautiful's going to be selling a little merch. It's going to be a beautiful occasion. So, come through.
Yes.
I love that. Listen, y'all, we pushing through.
Absolutely.
In spite of, and I'm proud of everything that we're all doing.
Thanks. And I just want to say last but not least, because I just wanted to shout out, I'm wearing some Disco Sis today. Okay. I don't know if y'all remember us having our amazing guest on. When was it? It was like a couple months ago. It's been a long...
Right?
It's been a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and plug the Instagram in the chat here. So make sure that y'all can go ahead and support. And I also put the beautiful website in there as well. So just giving big love, big love.
Girl, yes. And they look fire on you.
Yeah, this is the Brooklyn. This is the Brooklyn style, baby.
Yes.
In the house.
Of course, it's called Brooklyn. I love it.
You know it.
Fire.
Word. Thank
Yeah,
you.
shout out to Shonda Freeman. She's
Big love
so
to
dope.
Shonda.
And if y'all didn't catch that show, y'all gonna want to like go back. You can either watch the video here on Facebook or you can go to Apple Podcast and download that joint because she was dropping gems for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and y'all don't want to miss that. So go ahead and check that old episode out.
Word.
So y'all ready to get into the show today? So y'all already know how we start the show. We start with our Sisters in Power for the week. Who you got this week, Raj?
So I actually have a sister in power and a brother in power for this week. And forgive me, y'all, because I am literally sliding in from work. But I want to shout out this incredible woman, Chanel Critchlow. She is a tuba player, and she just joined Pacific Conservatory as the assistant professor of practice in tuba and euphonium. And I'm just so excited because Black women and Black musicians stay winning in 2021. So it's so awesome to see women actually entering the faculty as musicians. So I had to shout her out. We're going to put a link into the chat so y'all can get to know this woman. Hopefully we can interview her and have her on the show at some point. And also, my brother in power this week is a man named Emmett Price. He was named the Dean of Africana Studies, the very first Dean of Africana Studies at Berklee College of Music. So I had to shout out those two people because I'm just excited to see what's happening in music education these days. So,
woo woo.
Yes.
Big love. That's beautiful.
Black women play tuba, y'all. Black women play tuba.
100%.
And they be killing it.
If you don't know, now you know. Now support. Boo.
Right.
Boo, boo.
Right. You know what? I think I am going to reach out to her and see if we can get her on the show.
Hell yeah.
That would be amazing because you know she got a story. You know she got
Hell yeah.
Listen, and I wonder if she's played orchestra too, so we can hear some of the orchestra stories.
Tuba player, euphonium. Oh, girl, she been in orchestra. She been in orchestra. So we're going to see if we can get her. But that's dope.
Gonna do that. Big love. Big love.
Yes.
Okay.
Who you got, sis? Who you got?
So why you know? Y'all already know. Or if you don't know, I'm Jamaican, baby. I know I hail from Brooklyn. I know I hail from New York, but my people come from Yard, baby. And I'm very, very excited and very proud to give love to the Jamaican team, the women that swept the 100-meter relays at the Olympics this year. So big up to Elaine Thompson-Herah, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, and Sharika Jackson. So just to read it for you real quick, Jamaica swept the 100-meter in Tokyo 2020, repeating a feat only the Caribbean island nation has accomplished in Olympic history. So Jamaica be holding it down when it comes to sweeps. Y'all understand? Elaine Thompson-Herah defended her 2016 gold medal with an Olympic record and personal best of 10.61 seconds on the 100. Jesus Christ. It's like 24 miles an hour she running.
Wow.
Okay? And she has assumed the title of world's fastest woman alive. She bested the previous Olympic record of 10.62 seconds that was originally set by Flojo, as we know. Thompson-Herah's teammates joined her on the podium. Shelly-Ann Fraser with a time of 10.74 and Sharika Jackson with a time of 10.76. But also, Elaine Thompson-Herah just became the first woman to win a double-double in Olympic track and field races. She recently also won the 200-meter this year, which she did also in the last Olympics. So in 2016, she won first place in the 100 and the 200, and also in this Olympics won first place in the 100 and 200. So she's holding it the fuck down. I just want to give love.
Listen.
Boop, boop.
Love.
Ain't nobody beat that.
Can't nobody. Come on. They say it's in the yams. It's in the yams, baby. It's the yams. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. Big love to that beautiful island.
Yes, absolutely. Yo. Y'all been watching the Olympics?
I've been catching it. I haven't been like tuning in as I usually do. But I catch clips and shit. Yeah.
I catch the replays and the news about it, but of course I have not. Yeah.
You go right to YouTube. Ain't nobody got time to stay and watch it one side day.
No, you're right. 1,000%.
Watch the replay.
The YouTubes, yes.
I hear Ryan be listening to it though. Sometimes I'm like, wow, is he really listening to sports? Because he's not really a sports dude, but he been catching the Jamaica races though.
Yeah, got to support.
I love it. Well, thank you for sharing those this week, Carrie. Those are dope. Shout out to y'all. And my sip for the week. So I stumbled upon this lady from Lettuce Seeds Instagram page. I had actually never heard of her. So I started to do a little research and her name is Lola. Let me know in the comments if you ever heard of her. She's a British rock and roll artist, but she also refers to herself as a genre fluid artist, which I love that. She probably she draws from all of her inspiration. So there was this clip posted on Lettuce Seeds Instagram. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But she recently did this interview with a local British news channel, and she spoke about how an A&R at a high-profile label in London told her that no one wants to hear a Black woman sing rock and roll. Yeah. The audacity.
In the year of our Lord.
In the year of our Lord.
Child. And we gag because we know rock and roll was invented by a Black woman.
By the Blacks.
The legend Sister Rosetta Tharpe, honey, along with many others. The audacity. I think for me, and then before I share my thoughts about it, she then also goes on to talk about how her being a dark-skinned Black artist and just the music industry as a whole is just so much tougher than being light-skinned. And how so many folks in her career have told her, girl, just be a background singer or just be on the back. Like, you're not going to be like a front woman. Like, no, girl, stay in your lane. And she talks about how, light-skinned folks sometimes can be more successful because of that light-skinned privilege. But I would like y'all to know that Sis has 5 Grammy nominations under her belt. She used to be homeless, sleeping in her car. And now she is one of the dopest performers. And I looked up her stuff, y'all. She is rock and roll to the bone. Killing it, playing her guitar, just killing it. And I just wanted to highlight her this week. Also, as new music for y'all to go check this sister out. But also to just say, she forged ahead. She didn't let these people steal her thunder, steal her joy. And in all her glory, in all her dark skin, she is beautiful and she's out here killing it. So we salute you, Yola. And I'm so sick of the music industry. I'm just so sick of her. Because the earth is ghetto.
It's so ghetto here.
Ghetto. What are we doing, God?
What are we going? God. Are there yachts on Mars? Because I really need a yacht life.
God, I'm so sick of it that we even are still having these conversations about skin tone and music. With everything. It's just the audacity that somebody will come up to you and say, girl, don't nobody want to hear a Black woman play rock and roll.
Right.
Imagine.
Right.
But we can't imagine.
Right. Because
we can't imagine.
That's
it's happening on a daily basis.
Exactly.
So. Shout out to you, Sis. And if y'all are looking for some new music, check her out. Go purchase one of her albums.
Yes.
Got a ton of performances on YouTube that you can go and look at her vibe. And,
can we share her link too?
Yeah, let's share her link.
Word.
Yeah, because she's doing it, and you could tell that she's probably been extremely hurt by this. But,
that's so disrespectful.
I don't know if she has IamYola.com. It's her website. If you want to put that in the chat, Carrie. IamYola.com. Yeah, she's dope.
Listen, I also just wanted to say, y'all put in the comments what y'all are drinking tonight, because I'm sure y'all are having a little sip with us. And don't forget to share this too.
Word.
Yes. And also, I did forget to mention this in the beginning. I'm going to mention it now. We had our half-hour cocktail hour, a couple weeks ago, and it was so much fun.
It was cool.
It was really cool. So if you guys are, y'all trying to have, a one-on-one with us, go ahead and go right on over to Patreon. $25 a month is our top tier. It gets you discounts to our show. So when we did our Billie Holiday, everybody who was a $25 tier got a free ticket. So y'all got perks, okay? Y'all got perks.
Word.
So Carrie Joy put in the comments our Patreon. So if you're looking to, just support us financially, we would really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So we got our sips out. Now y'all.
Now we can
Raj
this.
start.
I'm gonna keep mine cute because I really do want us to have time to talk about what we want to talk about this week.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna say, Mr. Governor Andrew Cuomo, sir. But you know what? I'm not even going to talk about Cuomo. What I'm going to talk about is how Black women, again, consistently save the world. Okay? I am here for Governor Cuomo is my BAN, but my sip of the week is still Letitia James, the New York Attorney General, because I just believe that the only way this country seems to be saved is by like Black women who either stand up in Georgia, Stacey Abrams, or stand up in the law of Letitia James and literally start these cases that will bring these men down legally, because the only way that you can literally fight right now in our country is either through their wallet or through the ballot box. So I'm just, I feel like Cuomo, I feel for all the victims of Cuomo, first of all, who have come out, who have said things, who have endured this harassment and endured this bad behavior. But I also feel like it's chickens coming home to roost. Sir, you was a BAN before COVID. Yes, you helped New York with COVID, but you were a BAN after COVID. And may you rot in jail if you are guilty of the crimes that they are accusing you of. I am done and seen. Thank you and good night.
Period. And look, I'm typing off fast. I didn't wrote something because I was about to
listen, Linda.
here, okay?
Period.
Really, nothing else needs to be said. It's the same song and dance that we've been going through.
Just throw the whole governor out. Throw the whole governor out.
Right.
The whole governor away.
Tim Gates, I'm not even wasting my energy or my breath on you at this point. I am celebrating the women who are bringing you down, and I know that your time will come.
Facts.
And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay.
On Mary Had a Little Lamb. Yes.
Who you got this week, Carrie? You got anybody this week?
I don't got nobody. I don't got nobody this week. I feel like mine is kind of like coupled with yours a little bit.
With Rogers?
No, with yours most. I'm away.
Okay. So I have two, but the first one is not really a BAN. It's like a quasi BAN. It's just, it's just me being confused, and I need to hear y'all's opinion and see what y'all feel about this. So the person who coined the term BAN is now, and that is none other than P. Diddy / Puff Daddy / Love.
But you gotta tell them what happened, Nick. You gotta tell them what happened.
So, as we all know, we've had to rock with a couple different names with Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, P. Diddy. Cool. I was cool with Puffy. I was cool with Diddy. It took me a while. But, nigga, 20 years later,
20.
We can't reinvent ourselves and then just decide that you want to be called a universal word for feeling good. Love.
So he changed his name to Love, like
it's really real. Like he has deleted like all of his Instagram posts, and he's only been now reposting as Love. Like I can't.
This is what happens when you get money and lose your name.
And lose your ever-loving
rich people do, because let me tell you something. My name is Monique. Okay, I'm gonna give you my government. Listen, my name is Monique Ariella. Maiden name
Ariella.
Okay, it was Monique Ariella in 1982 when I blew out my mama's coochie.
Okay, coochie.
It was Monique Ariella when I was going through that weird phase in middle school. It was Monique and Ariella when I went to high school and I got contacts and started wearing makeup. Started spreading myself from the Apostolic Church. It was Monique Ariella when I moved to Jersey. And, in every stage of my life, I ain't been like, you know what, guys? You know what, Raj and Carrie, I got to tell y'all something. I know I came out with this album called Free, and I'm really feeling free like a bird. And I no longer want y'all to call me Monique, because my new name is Dove, bitch. And you're going to call me Dove.
Dove.
Yeah, I mean, people do it. but I feel like Puff Daddy has done it to the extreme.
To the extreme.
Love, my nigga?
Love.
It don't make no sense.
Love.
Love, my nigga? Like, you can't co-opt that shit. You can't just be like, that's mine now.
You
Right.
can. That is the universal. And you know what? Listen, I know you've been through it, okay? Your baby mama died. The one that died that you should have got with, okay? The
Tell
one
the
you should have
truth.
treated right. Let's be real. And then I would like to make a great point that Mr. Brooks Roberts brought up yesterday, talking about, ooh, this was good. Ooh, y'all ready? Because Aaron had a good read yesterday. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for Aaron's read? He said, Rod, you're gonna like this. Both of y'all gonna like this, but Rod, you really gonna like this. He said, how you gonna call yourself love when you ripped off tons of artists and they still don't own their masters? Carl Thomas is still singing, and I wish I never met her, and he don't own it.
You know what? It's the truth, though.
It's the truth.
Big facts.
Bad boy
Big
ripped
facts.
off everybody.
Big facts.
So
Yes,
he's
he
like,
did.
I don't need you to call yourself love. I need you to give them
Pay
artists.
your musicians.
Pay your artists.
Pay
Give them
your
back the masters.
artists.
Right.
Hey, give them the masters to their music, sir.
Yes.
You cannot call yourself love.
That's the love movement, baby. That's the love movement.
Right.
Do some love.
Come on, AA
Reparations.
Ron.
Nigga,
I was like,
reparations.
ooh.
Good job, AA Ron. Yes. Bring the heat. Shit.
I don't. This is like the stuff to me that rich. I can't even say rich white people, just rich people in general, because they just don't have anything better to do. Because all you gotta do is take your little rich coins to Vogue and have Annie Leibovitz do your gazillion-dollar photo shoot and you be on the cover of Vogue. Like, my nigga, we are really out here, like, in the middle of a pandemic, trying to survive. Like, we're trying to build houses, secure futures for their kids, and you talking about I want to be called love.
Thanks.
Miss me, sir.
Miss me.
Miss all of it. Okay? And nigga, your mama named you Sean Combs. I'm
here we
Sean
go.
Combs.
Here we go.
And I'm done.
And I'm
I'm not done, but that was my semi-quasi read.
yes.
Listen.
Read him.
It's too much. It's too, and y'all know I'm right. I just be saying the stuff. Y'all be
I don't have the
taking it.
energy. I don't have the energy. 100%.
Puffy, we don't. Diddy, whatever your name, Sean Combs. How about that?
Right.
We don't have time for this.
But also, like, what just gets me is why not just do Sean Combs? Like,
Why
I
not?
get having an artist name and do, because I will say there's a lot of musicians who do and blah, 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 blah. But I just, for him, I would think your evolution, sir, would be towards more sophistication, not some generic, hippie sounding,
Love?
excuse me, white sounding name.
I'm
You
just
know what I mean?
confused.
confused.
It's like River,
Right.
Moon.
Right.
Like,
Right.
but you picked,
Right.
like, you Diddy.
What's up, Vonette?
Hey,
I don't know.
Hey,
It's just-
Sammy.
It don't make no sense.
It's just too much. It's just too much for me.
It doesn't. And my last one, which really doesn't deserve more than what I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna let Carrie chime in on this. But if y'all don't know, y'all living under a rock, or you just, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that. You just are tapping out, and you're choosing your peace over this
that part.
raggedy. Which okay, let me fix myself. The Baby. First of all, your name is The Baby.
I still don't know not one song the baby done.
None.
Really.
None of them.
We'll never know one song.
Right.
Somebody said, when Chris Brown. Wait, did y'all see that?
Oh, no, I didn't see this, but.
When Chris Brown with his raggedy ass. wait.
What did Chris Brown say?
Somebody say, now if Chris Brown with his raggedy ass reads you, you trash.
You wrong. What?
What did
What did Chris
Brown
Brown say?
Chris Brown was like, bruh, you need to learn how to just go on stage, do your songs,
And get the fuck off stage.
and get off the stage and go home.
Right.
I mean, you just took this whole opportunity to rant about HIV.
Oh, yes. I heard about that. Mm-hmm.
And then you dig the hole further.
Dig the hole further.
You dig the hole further.
Dig your heels in, baby.
But wait,
Honey,
y'all. But wait, you got to say what happened. So he was on stage and he was talking like
He was on
homophobic
stage
stuff
and yes.
Yes.
So he did a rant saying that his fans don't have HIV.
Right. He was like basically, you know, my fans don't be like niggas sucking niggas dick out in the parking lot, and if we don't have HIV, because if you have HIV, then you'll die in like 3 or 4 weeks. I don't know. It's some shit like just spreading nonsense.
Not like utter nonsense.
Sheer and the thing is, and the reality is that harm. Not only are those words harmful, but harm is gonna come from that shit.
Right.
Like physical harm is gonna come from that shit. People are gonna internalize that and act out on people in their lives that are part of the LGBT community in ways that are based in ignorance. Like, don't be out here spewing bullshit, and then when somebody comes to you and tells you that it's bullshit, you gonna dig your heels in?
Right.
Ooh,
yeah.
Dug him in.
Yeah.
Anyway,
strong and wrong, and look like he's lost, which makes me happy. He's lost every endorsement, every
100%.
Good.
Like
100%. He's losing mad coin.
Yeah, like remove him from Spotify, remove him from Apple Music, like because we just don't have time for this. And for y'all out there, like co-signing with him, y'all are BANs.
100%.
All day.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say to you right now, if you still caping for him, and then I know Raj was really annoyed with T.I. Like, honestly, when I saw T.I. chimed in, I did not even read it because he is so problematic to me.
He really is.
What did T.I. say? I forgot.
I forgot too. He was basically like free speech. I think he said something like free speech, or he has a right to say what he wants on stage or something like that. I'll look it up and see. But T.I. just needs to shut up and worry about his cases. That's all.
Period.
And stop minding anybody else's business.
100%. 100%. Why you was out here minding your daughter's coochie?
Oh God, let's not
like, this shit is disgusting. No, but I mean, like and I think, didn't he bring up Lil Nas X?
Yeah, I think he said that. Yeah, he was like, if Lil Nas can do his thing, then the baby should be.
This is not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Mm-mm.
Like, if I'm living my life as a queer woman in the world, and Lil Nas X is living his life as a gay man in the world and just embracing himself, that is not the same thing as going out here spreading ignorance.
Period.
It's not the same, y'all. But it's bigger than the baby. It's bigger than Lil Nas. It's all of it. It's like our country right now is having this existential argument about whether or not people are allowed to live however they want to live, whether or not we are a free society or we're a controlled society. And literally, it just makes me sad to see Black folks, and especially people in the Black music industry, rearing up these same conversations that white people are having in terms of trying to oppress people for not just their, skin color, their sexual orientation, all of that. It's such a larger conversation. And I hope that we end up on the right side of history when it comes to this stuff. I hope that we end up, literally being okay with people just being themselves instead of judging everything that someone does from the stage. Why would you even have that kind of conversation? Why would you even say that on the stage? It has nothing to do with your concert, had nothing to do with your music, sir, had nothing to do with your audience, nothing.
Like, are you gay?
Hate.
And I was just about to say that, Carrie.
Yeah.
So anybody who projects to that level of hate, when it's so random, like Charlie said in the comments, his rant was random. It was hella random. Like, sir, are you trying to get people to think a certain way because you can't be open? You feel like you can't be open and free,
right? And that's real.
Toxic masculinity, man.
That's real.
Toxic masculinity. Y'all the same. Listen, I'm not. It's no be for the sip after dark. Let me not.
Right.
I was gonna say something real, but it's true. But I'll say it at another time.
I feel
anybody who is worried about queer people, here's the thing. Who do you know, even in your life, who has ever even come up to you and been attracted to you? That's the thing that I don't understand. Like, people are so worried about queer people and so worried about what they might do and all this kind of stuff. Are you gay? Are you
gay?
Like, do you have that experience? Because otherwise it has nothing to do with you.
100%. It's
nothing.
Like,
and to me, so many heterosexual people make queerness about sex and not love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, why do y'all do that?
Mm-hmm.
Why do cis het people do that? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, two people can fall in love. It has nothing to do with sex.
Right.
Yeah.
It has to do with who you are attracted to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly,
and don't worry
what you gonna say? No, say it.
No, I was just gonna say, but like, and what? Why are you worried about what I'm doing with
Period.
what's between my legs? Or like, why are you worried?
Why y'all worried?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, ain't nobody out here telling the baby, I don't know what kind of STDs you've caught over time, fucking whoever the fuck you been. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like, how about you just worry about yourself and making sure that your dick is clean? That's it.
Period. And it be, you know what, I'm gonna say, it be the same dudes that be like, oh, I'm not gonna do X, Y, and Z because that's gay. So how, if you're not doing it with a man, how's it gay?
Right.
How?
If I play with your whatever and you like it,
If you like it,
and I'm a woman and you a dude, how are you?
that's real, baby.
How are you? If you like it, now if you wanted a dude to do it to you, then that would make it gay.
Shit.
Right. Right.
You do something to
They're
me.
so
you don't
afraid
make
of it,
it
even
gay
their own
because
sexuality.
they
They're
would make you do
afraid.
it.
That's what it is. You out here projecting, baby.
Yeah.
The baby.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I'll say this last thing, and then we'll be done with this, and we'll get into our topic. But it has been very disappointing to see. This is kind of what you were saying, Raj. It's been very disappointing to see Black artists, or just Black people in general, separating Black and LGBTQIA+. Like,
Yeah.
there's Black people in the LGBT. Like, we can't have a conversation about LGBTQ and then remove Black people from that.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I'm seeing all kind of ignorant stuff like, oh, Black community does X, Y, and Z. This is the LGBTQIA plus community. They do this. And it's like, bruh, Black people are in the community. Like, I don't, it makes sense. Y'all are not making sense. Y'all are not making sense.
Well, and also, and to carry that further conversation, you know, as you're talking about these people over there, you're talking about your family members. There is somebody in your family who is currently experiencing harassment or hate or whatever because of who they are. And while you're judging all these people out here, that person is hearing it and being hurt by your words too. I really need people to understand that.
That right there.
Yeah.
That was a word. So if you're listening and you feeling convicted, do better.
Do better. And wait, can I just ask a quick question though? But why they have to cancel the whole Summer Jam?
Is that what happened?
The whole Summer Jam?
They canceled the entire Summer Jam because of the baby.
Because of that. No.
Yes.
Well, and not because of like COVID or anything like that?
No. I thought it was going to be because of COVID. I literally was like, maybe they're just using this as an excuse because of COVID, but they literally said it was because of the baby.
Well, that's tragic, ridiculous.
Like, and I'm just like, you just couldn't get somebody else?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's strange.
I just thought that was wild.
Beyonce up and
somebody.
Rihanna, somebody.
Shit.
Oh, and I meant to talk about.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Sip.
Do y'all just want to say it really quick?
Talk about what?
We cannot. Rihanna hit
joining the Billionaire Club.
Oh yes, child, I'm late as hell. Yeah,
I knew that there was another one today when I was typing up the document. I was like, I'm forgetting somebody. Rihanna. Hit the Billionaire Club.
She's out here making moves, baby.
I love her. I stand for Rihanna. I ain't part of the Beehive. I ain't part. What's the Navy crew for Lady Gaga? Child, I stand for Rihanna.
Rihanna I love her.
Fenty, I love her.
Girl.
So we did have to just salute her real quick.
100%. Riri, if you watching, I just wanted to let you know that I really love you. Okay. And I think you are so beautiful. Okay. And if you ever just happen to be in Denver, just come slide through the Green Valley Ranch, baby. I'll make you comfortable. You understand? I gotta shoot my shot.
Holla at the girl, okay?
Listen, my big love to her.
Listen, Rihanna, Queen Latifah. I mean, I just admire Rihanna's hustle. Like she has, business acumen out the wazoo. I just love her. So yes. Sis is probably like, you ain't never gonna get another album. You'll get these everywhere till I die.
100%. You'll get this. You gonna get this fat water for your face. You know what I'm saying? All of that.
I'm gonna get this lingerie, but
yeah.
And I think I said the wrong thing. If you with Rihanna, you are in the Navy, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am not aware. I'm not hip.
I I am not either.
I'm not
It's
here.
all branding, marketing, whatever. It is what it is. You love the child.
Right. That part.
But all right, y'all. So those were our beings of the week. But we wanted to just have a moment with y'all today. It's been a long year. We have gone through things individually, collectively, and I feel like we felt like we were getting to a point where things were starting to get better. And there was like this ray of sunshine over the horizon that we saw finally after this craziness of a year that we've been through. And now things are picking back up. The death toll is rising again. And we just wanted to have a moment today to talk about mental health, how we're feeling, how you're feeling, and some ways that we can kind of cope with that. And I know you had some things that you wanted to say, Raj, as well.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys can even feel like the energy in this episode. Like we're kind of chill, we're a little bit more laid back. Like life is real right now. And I think, I literally had these moments every week where I spaz out and like cry on my husband's shoulder about something that makes no damn sense because I'm just feeling overwhelmed or I'm stressed or I'm whatever. And I think it's important for as women that we talk about it, that we let it out, that we share it with our sets of friends. That's how it makes us stronger. And that's how we can get up and, live to fight another day. But it's real, right, Carrie? I mean, we've been going through some serious stuff right now. And I think the more that we acknowledge it and talk about it and talk through it, the better off we'll be.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. I mean, for me, I feel like it's been really acknowledging that there's space to feel whatever the fuck I feel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like giving myself that space. Because a lot of times, those feelings creep up, the tears start to well up in our eyes and we stuff it down and we push it to the side. No, like feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like allow it to happen. That's the only way that you're going to get through it to the other side of it, And so, for me, COVID is an interesting, right? Because it's present.
Right.
An interesting beast. And, I know like, especially in 2020, what was most important for me was to like really force myself into a safer environment where that I can like, it's important to recognize that like the environment that you're in, you deserve to have an environment where you can have that space, right? Sometimes you want to have that space and you don't have it because of where you're at, right? And so I hope that, for those that are in that situation, you reach out to people that you trust. You reach out to people that are there for you. You reach out to people that got your back and, allow them to hold you down. It's okay to not be okay. You know what I'm saying? And so let your friends hold you down. Let your people hold you down when you're in that space. So, yeah, man.
Definitely. Well said. And I think, we've all been through it. And no matter what you do in your life, you're feeling it. But I feel like entrepreneurs really go through it. And I think we don't talk a lot about being entrepreneurs and being Black, being women, and just how difficult it is. And now we have this virus and we have this whole situation that's kind of weighing down and all the responsibilities that we have. So even if you're not an entrepreneur, you might have lost your job, or you might be in a situation where, your employment got furloughed for a while and you might have gone through some hard things, or you might have a relationship that's not feeling the best. You might have children. You might be going through a health crisis. There's so many things that we could all be going through. And what Carrie said, and I said this to Raj earlier, is like, we talk about it. It's like none of us are out here just living these amazing lives. And y'all stop comparing yourself to people on social media, because it's it is not helpful at all. At all. Even in the midst of this pandemic, you see people like, ooh, this and this, they crying at night too.
Right.
Not everybody is out here living this picture perfect life. And I think give yourself grace, give yourself love, and also like lower your expectations.
Ooh, say that.
we expect so much of ourselves sometimes, especially the type A people like us who love to be in control and love for everything to be, one way. We just expect so much. And when we don't meet our own expectations, it is like this huge letdown in your life. Like you feel like you're a failure. Like everything that you've accomplished up to this point just suddenly disappears because you didn't do X, Y, and Z. And listen, I'm preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to myself because I worry a lot. I'm a worrier to the 10th degree. As soon as my eyes pop open in the morning, my brain is going. But it's like, how do we come up with a formula in our lives to create peace, no matter what? Like when I'm here, how can we create that vibe of like, I'm cool, no matter what? Like I'm trying to draw from this certain thing. So what is like your thing that makes you reclaim your peace? Because I think we all have to center that. And whatever that looks like for you, what does that look like for y'all? Like where do you draw your peace from when just moments are like crazy?
I mean, I could go. I have a list of things that I feel like I have to do every once in a while. I mean, first and foremost, the thing that really started to ground me was literally like getting outside and in the dirt, if I can, right? Like, and literally, and even if you don't necessarily have the space to have a garden or something like that, maybe, getting some plants and like really just engaging with them, going outside and like touching a tree. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something as simple as that. I mean, there were times where I really just needed to like touch myself and remember that I'm here, that I'm real, that I matter. Writing that's my therapy, right? Like my art is something that has always been healing for me. So, that's definitely one of my biggest go-tos. And I don't know how people might feel about this, but like, listen, loving on myself, girl. I went to the sex store and I was like, you know what? You know what the fuck I'm about to do is love on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, remind myself that I deserve that love. I remind myself that I can receive that love. Put myself in a position to receive that love. And I feel like sometimes that just brings me back to the things that matter. Pleasure, joy, attaining your happiness and pursuing your truth. Like, focusing on those things. Because a lot of the things that, like you were saying earlier, as far as expectations, Mo, the world that has been designed by the systems that are in place, like the standards are not realistic. You know what I'm saying? They're not. You know what I mean? And so when we remember that like they want us to make how many ever millions of dollars and call us successful based on that, while, we literally don't have the tools that we need to survive, the resources that we need to survive. Like, it's just not fucking realistic. So let's remember us and let's love on ourselves in the process. Let's enjoy each other in the process. Like so I'll stop there. That helps me.
I love that.
Yeah.
That was great. Tammy says for her, it's prayer and meditation. And thank you for the love, Charlie. That was really beautiful. She said, y'all have been transparent and held us down by going through and over the BS with us. Well, let me just speak for me. Thank you, ladies of the Sip. I appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Salute, sis. Thank you. I don't know, y'all. It's so funny. If you would ask me any other time of the year or any other season, what I would do for self-care, I have a list of things I can rattle off for you. But if I'm going to be completely transparent, I just haven't been doing them. I've been working. I feel like, after I've gone through some medical stuff and whatever, got home, I feel like I've just hit the ground running and haven't really slowed down. And I don't know if everybody else feels this way, but it's like life is ramping up right now and people are so-called glad to be out in the open again, but then COVID is kind of rearing its head. And, so you're trying to make plans, but things feel really uncertain, but you still trying to work as much as you can. And it's just a lot. So I appreciate this conversation because you're reminding me that I need to take more baths. The things that I love to do is taking hot baths and obviously exercising more, and not just to exercise for work and for Zumba, but to do something that I love, like my long yoga sessions I used to love. And taking long walks. Charlie, I see that. Yes. Sometimes it's nice to just walk and kind of think to yourself and just be by yourself.
That's it.
So it's a lot, but it's all worth it.
It is. And I think it's also really real to be like, listen, sis, I ain't doing no self-care right now. Like
100%.
That's real too, because we can sit here and say we kumbaya and putting quartz crystals on our bellies at night. Like,
right.
We're not doing that. You know
I'm trying to cook good food for myself. I do try to cook healthy food. Once, but
and it be banging till it be banging.
I know it be banging.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love to just get in the car and drive with no music.
Ooh, yes.
Nothing playing. That for me is so interesting because I always feel like I need music or need something loud in the background to calm my thoughts down.
Right.
But when I'm driving in the mountains, y'all, something about living in Denver and damn mountains. Mm-hmm. When I'm driving these mountains to the gig, and let's say I'm going through a patch where there's like, I don't have any service, no music is playing. I just take that moment to just like take in my surroundings. And that is like when my mind is like clear. Mm-hmm. I'm not thinking about a million things. I'm just looking at what I'm looking at and being present, that what I'm seeing in front of me is so beautiful.
Right.
And I didn't even do that intentionally. Yeah. I'm not even doing that intentionally. It's just like, I feel like I am more drawn to nature than I maybe led on to be. Because I think growing up, I was always outside all the time. And so I think that is what grounds me. But also just knowing that everything's going to be all right.
Yeah.
You know, ultimately, everything's going to be all right. You know, we ain't in the Handmaid's Tale yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Okay, now if we living in that, then okay, it might not be all right.
I mean, it might depend on the part of the country you in too. I'm sorry. I feel bad for some of y'all.
But no, for real. Listen, I might not be here if it was the Handmaid's Tale, because unless I'm smuggling out with the maids,
we might just surrender to that. Like,
we might just have to jump off the cliff.
100%.
We just hold hands and go together. Because you think I'm about to be somebody.
I'm going out with a fight though, baby. I'm going out with a fight though. I'm like, listen, we gonna jump off this cliff, but I'm taking all y'all motherfuckers out at the same time. All of y'all. Shit.
Jump off the cliff like.
Isn't it so real though, y'all? Can we just take this in for a minute? Like, I feel like the fact that we think about stuff that you see in the movies, and I'm not trying to get all apocalyptic, but the things that we have to think about right now, like if COVID happens, supplies and bullshit and all this, and like our own personal safety and the ways that the world has changed lately, like it's a sobering fact and it's something real. Like you knew that your parents did what they did in the 50s and 60s, at least for me. And I'm just speaking for me, my parents' generation and my grandparents' generation, they were freedom fighters. They were all about civil rights, and they did all of this fighting back then. And it is just mind-boggling to me now that we are in this situation and that we are gearing up in this way emotionally, financially, spiritually, all of that. And I know we're gonna make it through it, but it just sometimes it hits me like it's really real.
Yeah.
You know? We're gonna be our own superheroes though, I know that.
Hell yeah. That part. That's real.
Because when you really let yourself think about like what's happening,
like
$4, homelessness is at its all-time high.
Girl.
The price of wood is absolutely asinine. Housing market is bonkers.
Ridiculous.
Like a whole freaking Handmaid's Tale country of its own. It's like there is so much craziness, and it's like, how do you stay grounded in those moments? How do you have the joy to just like wake up every day and live when you just know so many people are suffering, so many people are going through these things? Because you want to be aware. You don't want to live in like this, it's me. You want to be aware. You want to feel. You want to know what's going on in the world. And for me, because I'm so empathetic, it's hard for me sometimes to be happy and then see so many other people not happy and struggling.
You know what gets me through though, and this is gonna sound weird, and then I'm gonna shut up, but I have these moments where I'm sitting in my kitchen and I'm making lunch, and I'm like, Coretta Scott King had to make a sandwich for her babies at 2:00 in the afternoon during the civil rights movement. Like,
listen,
you know, there's so many of Harriet Tubman had to figure out how she was going to get drinking water one day. Like those mundane tasks that we forget. There are so many Black women who did these things and soldiered on, like who literally fought huge, violent battles for freedom and still managed to get their babies some milk.
Exactly.
It's the one foot in front of the other that keeps us strong. And
absolutely.
No, I agree with that.
Our ancestors been through way worse.
Way worse, facts. And it's still, you know, even though they were fighting these battles and we're still fighting these battles, like, you can have that warrior spirit and still be able to teach love and to teach kindness. Like, something that I keep reminding myself is that, like, I have to make sure that I hold on to myself and don't become, Ryan always says, you can't become the thing that you hate, right? Yeah. And so being careful to not get caught up in the process and become that hateful thing, but hold on to your love, hold on to the kindness that you know is deep inside, and teach that, because the only way that we can create a better tomorrow is by working on ourselves today, right? Like, we have to take a better version of ourselves into the future, and if we don't take a better version of ourselves into the future, nothing gonna change. Not a damn thing is going to change. And so, like, that, I feel like sometimes that keeps me grounded. It's just like, you know, the people around me, the people that I love, the people that I know I can impact, I'm going to do everything that I can to show them love and show them kindness and show them that we can do something different. We can create a different world. But it starts with how we treat each other. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully, you know, they teach somebody else that tomorrow. And then, anyway.
Girl, and on that note, that was beautiful, Carrie.
Yeah. How can we have more compassion for ourselves, more compassion for our fellow human beings, like more compassion? What lessons can we learn from this time? And every time I think about being afraid, I think about what is it that I need to know and learn about myself? What is it that I need to push through right now and understand and grow? So even though we're sharing these things and it's hard and it's real, it's also beautiful because we're pushing through it and we're becoming stronger people. Like, we will never be who we were before this, but we will be these so much stronger versions of ourselves after it. And that gives me hope too.
Absolutely.
So.
Y'all so cool.
Listen, hang in there, sisters. Hang in there.
Hang in there.
We got each other.
Yeah, hang in there. And I want everybody to just take a nice deep breath.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all being here with us today.
Yes.
I know this was a little bit different vibe than our normal shows, but we hope you got something out of it. And please share. Please share if you feel like somebody would benefit from this conversation we had. Please share. You can always email them, and feel free to email us at heygirl@thesipodcast.com. We'd love to hear from y'all. We'd love to hear your stories, and if you have any questions, or just if you're going through something in your life and you need somebody to talk to, the three of us are here for you. We are here for you. We are opening up our door to make that space for you. So please don't ever hesitate to reach out. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. Y'all have a beautiful weekend. Make sure you follow us on all the socials, and keep your peace, sis. Keep your peace.
Yes. And when all else fails, have a big ass drink.
Yeah. Amen. Or a joint. Amen.
Word. Awesome. Peace, y'all.
Bye.